So before you get started with PowerShell, you need to figure out how you will execute your PowerShell code. Now, the easiest way is just to power up PowerShell directly and just write some code and then execute it. Of course, this approach works if you are writing very small scripts or you quickly want to test out something. But if we're looking at bigger scripts, you probably want to have some kind of PowerShell integrated development environment. A good PowerShell integrated development environment or good program is, for example, the PowerShell ISA. To get started with the PowerShell ISA, just go to the Start button and then type in PowerShell_ISA. That will start up the PowerShell ISA, and what you can do is in the top pane you can instantly write some code. So for example, right paste or just copy paste what we've done before, and then click the play button. What will happen is the code will be executed in the terminal below. And what you can also do is, if you want to quickly test something, is you can interactively write some code in there as well. Now, the good thing about the PowerShell ISA is that it's really focused on PowerShell. And so it also offers auto-completion, which can help when you just get started with PowerShell. Finally, I want to talk you through another alternative, and that's Visual Studio Code. So you can get that from the Microsoft website code.visualstudio.com. You can just install it, it's pretty straightforward. And then when you power it on, I have two tricks for you that you can check. So the first thing what you can do is go to settings and check if your integrated terminal is set by default to PowerShell. So you type in terminal and then you scroll down and you're looking for terminal internal windows. So let's look for that terminal integrated shell windows. There it is, and make sure it's set to PowerShell. Now the next thing what I did was I actually made a key binding to run code. So you go back to preferences and then keyboard shortcuts. And what you are looking for is run selected text in terminal. So you can see that run selected text in active terminal. And for example, for me, I set it to Ctrl F1. That means that every time I push Ctrl F1, it will execute the selected text or the line where my cursor is on. So let's write host here again, and we'll do the same thing, hello world. And then I'll push Ctrl F1, and what you will see is that it will execute it in the terminal below. So it's pretty much the same, although it offers less this integrated feeling like the PowerShell environment that you showed earlier. The nice thing, what I like, is that it also has some plugins if you want that. So it's not only focused on PowerShell, you can see Python and so on. There is a special PowerShell plugin that will offer the automatic validation of your code and so on. I didn't install it, or rather I installed it, but I noticed that for me it was not really running so smoothly, so I disinstalled it. Anyway, during the course I will be using the Visual Studio Code to show you some examples.